Good morning, good morning, good morning. I spent the last hour scoping out the perfect, and I mean the perfect place in this big old hotel. I spent the last hour scoping out the absolute perfect place to hold this particular episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. I found this beautiful presidential ballroom, and there's something that you'll notice, or something that I notice, if you're ever around me and Danelle Delgado when it's time for us to do one of our shows. We just like rearrange furniture, right? So I took a booth. I'm sitting on a chair from a piano booth. Good morning, Liza. I'm sitting on a chair from a piano booth, and I moved this big granite table. And I do want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. Tell me if you can't. I moved this big granite table and brought it over here, and then there's a guy that's doing vacuuming and stuff, and he's like just been kind of rolling right up to me and then vacuuming around me. I set up my lights, I set up my microphone, I set up my show, I set up all my images, I set up all my video, I did all of that. And then as we went to go live, my camera, it says turn it up. I can't turn up. I can't, there's nothing to turn up. There's nothing to turn up. That's what I was about to tell you. Can't see you. Yeah, CC, you're gonna have to go out and go back in. Okay, listen. So I set up everything. I moved the concrete table. I have the microphone. I have the lights. Here's my mic right here. I got all of that, and my integrated camera app is gone. This has happened to me once before. The integrated camera app is completely 100% gone. Yeah, dude, I totally moved the furniture. There's a guy vacuuming all around me right now. He like came all the way up on one of those big old vacuums, came right up. I thought he was just gonna run me over in this thing. So anyways, my camera's gone. So then I spent the last half hour trying to find my camera, like why my integrated camera app does not work. Carrie Lynn Carter, I missed you this weekend. And so now here I am going live from my phone. It's a little bit frustrating. It's a little bit frustrating to get up early, do all the things, set everything up, find the perfect place with the beautiful view and all of that. And then I have to go live from my phone because my integrated camera app just all of a sudden disappeared. The same camera app that worked yesterday, the same camera app that we've used 100,000 times today. And I mean, I had to walk 1.5 miles to find this area, and it's gone. A little bit frustrating, right? Definitely a little bit frustrating for me. It means I have no music. We can't dance the way that I wanted to. It means I have no pictures and no images to tell the story of this incredible experience I've had over the last week. I have none of that. It's just me and you and a phone. But here's what I have to say about that. I'll try to make sure I'm close enough. Here's what I have to say about that. Sometimes the best laid plans don't always work out. Sometimes you can have everything mapped out perfectly. You think it's going to be the most incredible thing. Sometimes those things happen and it just doesn't work out. Sometimes you put stuff together and you have a certain plan, a certain point, a certain direction, certain momentum. And sometimes things just don't work out. Well, today is August 19th, 2019. Monday, August 19th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and very last time it'll ever be Monday, August 19th, 2019. And so I want to make sure that we make the absolute most of this incredible day. Fair enough? Let's make the absolute most of this incredible, incredible day. I am here at the Gaylord Opryland Resort in Nashville, Tennessee. This place is amazing. It's beautiful. It is magnificent. This is where I have been for one full week. And just imagine right now that I'm showing you pictures of plants and big ballrooms and large guitars and all these other incredible things. And I've been here for one full week, and this is a week that has changed my life forever. It's literally a week that has changed my life forever. But at this point, I want to say enough about me, and this is the point where we're going to dance real quick. So, boom, boom, da, ba, ba. Just pretend like we have music, even though we have no music. Now, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right, I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we could change the way people start their day, just keep pretending that there's music, it'll make a massive impact in their lives. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I'm going to say good morning to you and you say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. What's up, Bill Hav? How are you? Carrie Lynn Carter. Just pretend like there's music. Come on. There's music in your soul. There's music in your heart. There's music in your mind. Just pretend. What's up, Scott Holbert? How you doing, Sean Woodward? What's up, Beth Workman and Ray Hatcher? I saw Liza Myers Borges and my man Josh. What's up, Cindy? How you doing, Anthony Alagona? What's up, Eric Burns and Sandra Benstock DeLowly? Yo, missed you up in here, girl. What's up, Eric Willeroy, Angela Venters Heath, Laura Berman, Emily Goffler? Love it, love it, love it. Everybody up in here. Jeremy Nolan, my man, and the one and only Aaron Hunt Ferguson's up in the house. Look, Liza's playing music for me. Aaron's playing music for me. I love it. What's up, Jesse Miller? You guys are awesome. Go ahead and cut the music. Cut that off. Because listen, this place is beautiful. This week has been beautiful. And grow your business for God's sake was beautiful. The entire experience was beautiful. But there were many things that went horribly wrong. There were many things that went horribly wrong, even though it was an incredibly beautiful event. And so here's something that I do after everything that I do creative, and make sure you hit those likes and those hearts because those always make me feel good. Every time I do something creative, every time I do something in business, every time I make a new move or I make a new plan, every single time I always go through this list of what did I do wrong, what did I do right, and what do we do next? Right? That's what I talked to my team about. What did we do wrong? What did we do right? What did we do next? Super, super important that you sit down and you evaluate yourself, that you take that time, that opportunity to take the experience that you just had and use it to grow you for your next one, right? So we did that, and there were a lot of amazing things. Seriously, there were a lot of amazing things that went incredibly right. Like, the speakers were phenomenal. Their content over the top. The music from Darian Sanders was just mind-boggling. Him and his band were absolutely incredible. And what him and Daniel and the production staff over at Cornerstone Nashville Church, what they were able to do was absolutely fantastic. I mean, the live stream was incredible. You've got like all these different camera angles. It wasn't your typical just live stream, one camera angle from far away or whatever. This was all the different camera angles, all the different things. I mean, there was connections that were made. There were like the registration process, my wife made that smooth, and people could get their gear and were able to see the different sponsors. There were life changes that happened every single minute, it seemed like, while we were in that place. There was incredible, it was amazing, over the top value. It was just, there were so many things that went right. So many things. that were beyond my imagination, that were beyond my expectations. There were things that I never could have imagined, including the most important moment of this entire week, or of this entire transition since I left my company to pour more into my family and build something new. The most incredible moment was when my 9-year-old daughter walked up to me and said, "Dad, I want to get baptized. I feel like God is calling me to be baptized." And out of nowhere, there we were with Galen Davis, the head pastor, Cornerstone Nashville Church, having my daughter get baptized. And Grandma and Grandpa were there, and my sister was there, and all of my friends that flew in from Arizona, and all my Rise and Grinders. I mean, it was like we just had this massive celebration. Jennifer Jaskell also got baptized, but it was like this massive celebration that was choreographed and put together. I mean, we couldn't have asked, usually when your kid gets baptized, you pull the family together and 30 of them go and cheer. Well, we had over 300. So that was an incredible moment. So there were a lot of things that went right, but there were at least 6 things that went terribly wrong. At least 6. 6 that I'm going to share with you this morning anyway. And so I want to go over these 6 with you, the 6 things that we went wrong, so we can all learn from these things together. Fair enough? Fair enough. Now, keep in mind, while we just had that whole conversation, I was supposed to show you a picture of Savannah getting baptized, and I was going to show you pictures of speakers on the stage doing their thing. Brian Benstock, chapow, Lisa Copeland like killing it, and Danelle Delgado in her boots. Like, I was going to show you all these pictures, Steve Brewster with his guns, all of that stuff. Frank Lopes tearing it up. So just imagine I'm showing you pictures of each of these speakers. Shaka Dyson with sweat, pouring off his head, and then the great Sharon Lecter, a woman who sold 30 million books, dropping just pow wisdom, and then everybody lining up to buy all her books. It was absolutely incredible. So I was going to show you all of those pictures, but again, my software didn't work, so we have to use our imaginations this morning. Fair enough? Stay with me. 6 things that I did wrong. Yes, Joel's performance was amazing. Thank you, Don Sankey. 6 things that I did wrong. First thing is I grossly underestimated the emotional impact that this event was going to have on people in attendance, my speakers, and myself. I grossly underestimated. I'm used to going to events where we get jacked up, or we have some moments, we have some breakthroughs. I'm used to going to events where the speakers hit the stage, we drop the wisdom, so on and so forth. But what I'm not used to is it was such an emotional event. Because of the relationships, because of the connections, because the Spirit was moving through the church, because of the stories that were shared on the stage, because we did giveaways where Steve Brewster gave away $15,000. He helped families in need. He helped Faith. He donated to her organization where she lost her 15-year-old child. My son's up there singing. My daughter's getting baptized. I mean, holy smokes, dude. All of this happened in a stretch of 24 hours. It was insane, but it was emotionally draining. It was emotionally draining on the people. People were like, dude, this event, I mean, we were only there the one day we were there from 9 to 6, so we were only there 9 hours. 9 hours, but it felt like a lifetime. My speakers, we were supposed to get together Sunday morning. My speakers, we were all going to get together, have breakfast, so on and so forth. I didn't even hear from any of them. If I didn't see them running by, changing their flights to get home early, if I didn't see them running by in the lobby, I didn't even hear from them. They were exhausted from pouring into people. It was insane. I was exhausted. I was standing on my feet. My feet hurt so bad. I felt like I was going to fall over. I was trying to pull it together. It was just insane. It was an emotionally draining draining event. So on the next one, we're gonna have to like spread that out a little bit. We might have to make it a full weekend, like do a full 2-day event and spread it out or something. But my goodness, there were tears, there were tissues, there was laughter, golly. It was a truly emotionally draining event. Wasn't expecting it to go that route. I thought it would be good and strong and powerful, but now I know when you take Darian's voice, incredible speaker stories, you insert God, you connect all these people, and you have an event in a church, you better be ready. You better be ready, because everyone was tired. I was tired, speakers were tired, participants were tired. It was exhausting. So that was the first thing. First mistake I made was I grossly underestimated the emotional impact that this event was gonna have on people, on speakers, and on myself. Number one. Number two, second thing that I really messed up. Second thing I messed up is I did not record the breakout sessions. I did not have cameras in for the breakout sessions. So we had breakout sessions, we had little breakouts. We had Danelle Delgado and Shaka Dyson in a room with like a bunch of couches and chairs, and people could just sit in there and ask questions, and these two just poured into people. It was awesome. Plus, I don't think they were long enough. They were only like an hour and a half. They should have been longer. We had Sharon Lecter and myself in a room with a bunch of people. They were asking specific direct questions about their businesses, so on and so forth, how we could help. It was incredible. We had Lisa Copeland and Steve Brewster in a breakout room. They were answering questions, pouring into people. It was incredible. So one mistake that I made is I did not record the breakout sessions. I didn't have cameras in there. So that was one mistake. And combined, we'll do a mistake 2B, right? Put a little asterisk on there. The other mistake is those probably could have been a little bit longer and a little bit more opportunity for people to engage, because those were absolute fire. So we need more breakouts at the next event, no doubt. I mean, it's just incredible. You take two powerful speakers like that, you throw them in a room, two powerful business people, you throw them in a room, and it's just an amazing opportunity. So that was the second thing that I messed up. The third thing that I messed up, or I don't want to say messed up, but it just kind of went this direction and I didn't get enough control of it, is that it was a little too much church and not enough business. Okay? Just a little bit too much church and not enough business. You see, we had some of the most incredible minds in the world, some of the most incredible business people that I've ever met in that room. And I personally didn't extract like enough information from them. I could have gotten more business strategies from them. Now see, this problem stemmed from we packed everything into such a short period of time. I think we just needed another day. Because again, the speakers got really emotional. They were sharing their stories. And so it went, I wanted the Spirit to be there because there's biblical principles that we can apply in our businesses to grow, but it just went off the charts. It just went off the charts down this road, and I needed more. Like, I didn't get to spend enough time with Sharon Lecter, her strategies on how to sell books properly and so on and so forth. Like, she dropped all kinds of wisdom in her presentation, but I needed more. Right? I needed more, or an opportunity to sit in there with Danelle and Shaka during their breakout. I didn't get to sit in there with them because I was in there with Sharon. Like, which breakout room did you pick to go to? I needed more. Like, we could have gotten more. You know, Brian Benstock, of course, his excellence shined through, but he had to move in and out. Like, he was there at 3 and gone at 5 the next morning, and he dropped absolute bombs on the stage and nuggets of wisdom. But I needed more. I needed Brian in a breakout. Like, we needed some more business. So at the next one, I'm going to make sure to spread it out in a way that we can extract the actual strategies we need. So what's step 1? What's step 2? What's step 3 to reach the level of these incredible superhumans? So I shouldn't say it was a little too much church and not enough business, but you know what I mean? We just had these incredible minds packed into this place, and that doesn't happen very often, and I should have personally got more out of them, and I could have shared more with you. Yeah, Jeff. See, Jeff Baker said the breakouts were tough to get to them all. I agree. We needed more time on that. So that's number 3 mistake that I kind of made on this particular event. Number 4 is I underserved Rescue One Global. See, Rescue One Global is an organization that is traveling around the world, literally by hand, going into the deepest, darkest, scariest, most dangerous situations on the planet where women and boys, but mostly primarily women, I shouldn't even call them women, little girls, 10-year-old little girls, 11-year-old little girls, 12-year-old little girls, and imagine I'm showing you pictures of 10-year-old and 11-year-old and 12-year-old little girls right now. They're going around the world. Rescue One Global is going around the world, and they're actually pulling these little girls out of slavery. Okay? We're talking sex trafficking, sex slavery. They're making these little girls do sexual acts on disgusting men all around the world. And this organization, Rescue One Global, is going out there and they're saving them. And so we were raising money for Rescue One Global. And one thing that I didn't make it necessarily easy enough. We used a service where you could text in to raise money for them, but I didn't give us like enough time. I didn't make it easy enough. There were a couple of errors with the thing. So we only raised, which don't get me wrong, it's great. We raised $7,500 for Rescue One Global. We raised $7,500. However, we need to raise $100,000. They got a federal grant. If we raise 100, they get 300 on top. They'll have $400,000 to go out here and save these children from sex trafficking. So we, as a community, as a group, need to raise $100,000. So write this down if you have an opportunity. I need you to text 931, text the word give. Text the word give to 931, which I was going to show you. This was my software. Text the word give to 931-263-0612. 931-263-0612. We are going to raise $100,000 for Rescue One Global. I need your help. We had about 25 people that donated. 25 out of over 300. That was my fault. It's my fault for not making it easy enough, simple enough, and not stressing the importance enough. Danelle Delgado and I have both committed. We are going to, with you guys, we are going to raise $100,000. $100,000 becomes 4. Do you understand that? So there were multiple people that donated $1,000. There were some people that donated $100. There were some people that donated $25. But we need to do this for them because we can do it. 1,000 people. If 1,000 people each give 100, we're there. If 100 people each give 1,000, we're there. However we get there, we need to help them attack this. So please help me. 931-263-0612. Text the word give and donate what you can. What an opportunity. We can turn 1 into 4. We get to turn 1 into 4. That's amazing. Number 5, mistake that I made with the Grow Your Business for God's Sake event this past week. The number 5 mistake that I made is I charged too much for the conference and I didn't charge enough. Thank you, Aaron Hunt Ferguson. I'm glad you're committed to help. That's awesome having you in my corner. 1, I charged too much for the conference and then not enough for the mastermind and the recordings of the event, the mastermind that I'm doing with Danelle Delgado. Bruce McDonald, the deadline is October 1st. So the conference, we charged $149 for a ticket, which isn't a lot of money for what we got, right? For the value. The value, we completely over-delivered on the value. However, there were people that needed to be in the room that couldn't get into the room because the ticket was $149. There were people that needed to be in there that needed they needed the value, they needed the strategies, they needed the tips, they needed the trick, they needed the spiritual moments, they needed the connections, they needed the relationships, they needed that, but they couldn't get in the room because it was $150. Like they couldn't afford to get in the room. They just couldn't. And so we charged too much for the ticket, not because it wasn't worth it. We charged too much for the ticket because it kept too many people out. You see, it kept too many people out, and the object of this wasn't there to keep people out. It was to bring people in. I want to affect and touch and impact as many lives as humanly possible, so I have to look at that. On the backside, these recordings, we have everything recorded in full production, 4K, HD, multiple camera angles, all of that's recorded. You can go get that. You can go get that at growforgod.com/livestream, which I was going to show that in my software. I thought church people should have been free. I agree. growforgod.com/livestream. You can get all of the recordings of this incredible event there. It's only $47. We should have charged way more for that because you get to keep those recordings for a lifetime. Now also, there's a master class. Me and Danelle Delgado are going to be working with people for 7 weeks. Me and Danelle Delgado working direct one-on-one with people for 7 weeks, and we only charged $497 for that, that's ridiculous. We should have charged more. Danelle is a beast. She is an absolute beast, and the wisdom and experience that I have in business, the two of us together, it's crazy. It's crazy. So that was a mistake I made. I charged too much for the conference, which kept some people out. But I didn't charge enough for the masterminds and the recording. So we'll have to look at that in the future. If you want to be a part of the mastermind, you still can. Just go to growforgod.com/mastermind. If you want to get the recordings, go to growforgod.com/livestream. And here's the last thing. Number 6, the last mistake that I made is because of the timing, because so many things happened, because of all the emotional events, the timing was off and I didn't get to deliver my final presentation that I worked on. I didn't get to deliver it. The mastermind is 7 weeks, Laura Van. It's going to be amazing. Me and Danelle Delgado working directly with you. You're going to want to be a part of it. Trust me. So I didn't get to deliver the presentation that I put together. That was correct. It should have been $997, Bill Have. I didn't get to deliver on my presentation. It's super, super good. I put it together. It's absolutely phenomenal. And because we ran out of time, didn't get to deliver it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that presentation tomorrow, right here on #Rise and Grind. So tomorrow morning, we'll share an amazing experience together where I will deliver. I spoke, Beth, but I was supposed to speak twice. I was supposed to open and I was supposed to close. So I'm going to deliver my presentation that I had set up for Grow Your Business for God's Sake. I will do that on here tomorrow morning. I think you guys will love it. So make sure you don't miss tomorrow's episode of #Rise and Grind. But listen, this week was an amazing experience. I am so incredibly thankful. The connections that were made were unbelievable. The experience overall was just absolutely incredible. One of the most memorable experiences of my life. I'm so thankful that Faith Harrison came all the way from California, my friend since I was 12 years old, or maybe even younger. My sister was there from Arizona, which was incredible. Kristen was there. I'm so thankful for Brian Benstock, Lisa Copeland, Shaka Dyson, Sharon Lecter, Steve Brewster, Danelle Delgado, all of the amazing people that were at this particular event. Frank Lopes and what he did to help me and to keep it all together. You guys don't even know all the stuff he did behind the scenes. It was absolutely incredible. But now that I know the things we did right and the things we did wrong, the next one is going to be even 10 times better. And as I'm building that, I want you to join me. Join me and Danelle Delgado in the masterclass. Go out and get the recordings. You can watch those over and over and over and over. But most importantly, seriously, most importantly, the whole point of this was to raise some money for Rescue One Global and to pour into many as people as humanly possible. So please share the word of your experience. If you were there at the event, will you please post a video? Will you please talk about it? Use the #GrowForGod. Share the word of your experience with as many people as humanly possible. Invite a friend to the mastermind if you're in the mastermind. Let people know they can get the recordings if they want the recordings. And then let's raise $100,000, which will then turn into $400,000 for for Rescue One Global. That's our mission. That's where we're at. That's what I'm going to stand behind. I want to work with Rescue One Global as a company, as an organization. From this point forward, I want to work with them, period. Let's raise 100, which will turn into 4, and then I want to help them with their marketing game. I want to help them get more awareness, because I cannot stand the thought of babies being sex trafficked and enslaved all around this planet. Not okay. We're going to do something about it. Join me. That number, if you want to text the word GIVE to 931 263 0612. 931 263 0612. Let's raise 100 grand. Drop what you can. Hook it up. That's all I got. If you need more episodes of #Rise and Grind, you can go to glennlundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, go to glennlundy.com. But most importantly, come back here tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. I'll be back in studio, and we'll do this all over again. I'll sell the mastermind for $9.97 like you should have. You could sell it for $9.97 and then just pay $500 for it, and you make $500. That's what I'm talking about, Bill Hab. Jennifer Jasko, great to see you, girl. Congratulations again. Hey, look, I'm trying to use my mouse to shut this thing down, and it won't work because I'm on my phone. Hey, love you guys. Listen. You are an amazing human being, uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And you're doing it, you're killing it, you're making some moves, and I absolutely stinking love you for it. Fair enough? Fair enough. Get out there and have an incredible day today. I'll see ya! Maybe. Oh wait, I'm supposed to play music. #Rise and Grind, #Rise and Grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation. Check this place out. Give you some daily motivation. This is beautiful, right? Oh, look, people come. They're like, this guy's crazy. Look, I'm literally just sitting in the middle of this big room, like moved all the furniture around, did all that. Because that's how we roll. No, for real. Donate some dollars, join the masterclass, buy the recordings, learn from your mistakes, always get better, always do a review. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What do we do next? And what we got coming next is phenomenal. See ya.